The worst teachers of all time. At one high school, there was a student that would sometimes fall asleep during class. Well, one day this teacher had enough. She wanted to embarrass him and teach him a lesson. Kyle, wake up. What? I have had enough with you sleeping in my class. Come to the front of the classroom and explain to everyone why you're always sleeping. Miss, please, I'm sorry. Now. He gets up out of his desk and walks to the front of the classroom. When he began talking, he starts to cry a little bit. This is what he said. I hate you for making me do this. You want to know why I've been sleeping? Because my family's been having a really hard time, okay? I had to pick up 2 jobs to help them pay the bills. We almost lost our house last year. I'm just trying to help my family. Screw you. Her plan backfired, and from that day on, she became the most hated teacher at that school. Yo, what is that? Oh, that just happens sometimes, don't worry about it. Okay. This kid's standing in the lunch line, bored, hungry, then he sees it. Something's moving by the nachos. It's tiny, it's hard to see, but something is definitely moving by the nachos. He squints and looks a little closer. Tiny legs, tiny wings, bugs everywhere. But it's just right at the cracks. Like he noticed it, but other people might not have. He pulls out his phone and zooms in. Oh, it's worse than he thought. The next station, the pizza station, same thing. He's zooming in the cracks and there's just bugs crawling around everywhere. He shows the lunch lady. Ma'am, we got a situation here. Oh, that's just the way it is sometimes. Excuse me? He's like, I bet, and he goes to the principal's office. Shows the principal. He looks at the pictures, and the principal's acting kind of suspicious now as well. Well, thanks for letting me know. You can delete those pictures now. We're gonna take care of this. Kid's like, you sure, man? Yeah, it's handled. Appreciate it. Go back to class. Delete them. We're good. Kid nods and he walks out, but he did not delete those pictures at all. That night, he posts the pictures online and he tags the school and the health department. By 7 a.m. the next morning, parents are blowing up the school's phones, emails flying, screenshots posted everywhere. It's a mess. At lunch, the cafeteria is like chained off. The health inspector's there. Full-blown investigation. Shortly after that, the principal gets on the loudspeaker. Effective immediately, lunch service is suspended until further notice. And once the health inspector got an even closer look, school had to be shut down for 4 days. Kid's a legend. And to this day, they still call that the Great Cafeteria Shutdown. It's frozen. Run! So this one school had a tradition. In 8th grade, during the last week of school, there was a day called Water Balloon Day. It was unofficial, unsanctioned. Everyone knew it happens right after lunch in the courtyard. What started as a couple kids tossing water balloons around turned into a full-blown event. And every year it got a little bigger. But this one class took it way too far. They planned for weeks, mapped out the courtyard, found the nooks and the crannies. They assigned roles, runners, refillers, and spotters. Kids are wearing goggles and rain ponchos like they were going to war. And the wild part was these weren't just simple water balloons. People were freezing them the night before. Others were filling water balloons with Kool-Aid to give them themed and color ammo. By the time lunch ended, it was full-blown chaos. Teachers tried to shut it down, but they were getting hit too. Hey, stop! That's when the principal stormed out with the megaphone. Everyone drop the balloons now! Students were drenched. They were running to avoid getting in trouble. The next day, an announcement was made. Attention students, all balloon activity from here on out is permanently banned. Any students participating in any future water balloon fights or things of the such will be expelled. But for that 8th grade class, especially those who avoided getting in trouble, they said it was a day that they'll never forget. And it is a legend around that school. That's epic. This teacher is petty. In high school, this girl turned in a paper for her English class. She noticed that she got a 99%, which is pretty good, but she wanted to flip through to see where she lost some points. She noticed that her teacher had circled a word and put, "This is not a real word, -1 point." But the word was egomaniacal, which is definitely a real word. So she confronted her teacher. "Hi miss, I noticed I got points off of my paper for using the word egomaniacal. That's a real word." "No, Stacy, no, that is not a real word." Yes it is. I promise you it is." "No, it's not. Are you calling me stupid?" "No, I'm just saying egomaniacal is a real word. Look it up." "You know what? That's it. I'm giving you a detention for being insubordinate." To which she responded, "How do you know the word insubordinate but not egomaniacal? Maybe you are stupid." And because she said that, she got another detention. This school shut down every drinking fountain for maintenance. All water fountains will be shut down for a week. That's it. But a week turned into 2 weeks, and that turned into a month. Now, the school had banned personal water bottles, and students were not allowed to carry their own drinks around school. So no personal water bottles, no water fountains, but by law, the school was required to provide free water during meal times. So at lunch, they provided jugs with cups, and students could fill up cups of water. But by the time lunch was over, those jugs would disappear. Well, that's when one kid got clever, and he wanted to help out his fellow student. So he bought a pretty good-sized jug off Amazon, one of those water jugs that has a spout. He put the entire thing full of water in his backpack, and he cut a little hole so the spout could come out. So picture this, it was a big backpack with a spout, and that spout would dispense water. During passing periods, he would whisper, "Anyone thirsty? Anyone thirsty? I got water." And the cups he would have were those tiny, like doctor's office cups, and he put those in the side of his backpack. So all students had to do was grab a cup, fill it up, drink it, and toss that cup away, discreetly. And he never charged a single dime. He was doing this just to help students out, because water is necessary. Eventually, the school admin found out what he was doing, and technically it broke the no water bottle rule. But all this kid said was, "If you shut me down, I will tell everybody that you are refusing to give your students water." The admin didn't want the smoke, so they let him continue. But by the next week, the water fountains were opened up again. But you know what? What a good guy. This school had a zero tolerance rule, and it sounded fair until kids realized what that actually meant. If a fight happened, everybody involved would get the same punishment. Didn't matter who started it, didn't matter who swung first. If you were involved, it was all the same. And on paper, it was supposed to stop the bullying. In reality, it did the opposite. The bullies figured it out fast. They'd corner somebody, shove them, taunt them, and then they would say the same thing. "Go ahead, hit me, loser. You're getting in trouble regardless." But you won't. And the victims, they learned the lesson as well. If they stayed still and took the beating, they'd be punished. If they would fight back, they'd also be punished. It was the same outcome. So something changed. Kids who usually froze stopped freezing. If I'm getting in trouble either way, I'm not holding back. Fights stopped becoming these quick one-sided scuffles. They became explosive, unpredictable. One day, a bully was picking on this kid he normally does. Idiot, loser, freak. And the kid that he was bullying went feral, shoved him so hard he fell through the classroom window. One fight was so nuts, it took 5 staff members to break it up. And this was all because of the zero tolerance rules. These kids that were picked on were not holding back anymore. They're like, screw this, I'm not taking it if I'm gonna get in trouble as well. The school administration eventually started to panic. The rule meant to stop violence made it more extreme. They then changed the rule back to what it was before this. But it was never really the same after that. That's nuts. This one family had an annoying rule. Every night before bed, all the kids had to turn in their devices. Phone, iPad, Nintendo Switch, everything went into a basket in the parents' room before 9 p.m. Hand it over. I'm in the middle of a game, and it's only 8:30. Too bad. Basket now. I hate you. What did you say to me? And these parents took this way too seriously. If their kids were having a sleepover, they still had to do it, and so did their friends. So imagine being at your friend's house for a sleepover, when suddenly, okay boys, it's 9 p.m., give me your phones, give me the video games, no more devices. Wait, what? I'm not even your kid. House rules. And even after you would turn these in, they would do a bed check sometime between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. where they would go into your room and see if they could catch you still using a device. I understand not having devices too late, but this is a little overboard. What do you think?